I'm always streaming. I
Um,
took that to heart.
yeah, no, that's cool. It's easier, I think, to play video game streaming than it is to do game dev streaming, though.
Game like the actual like coding, I prefer to do that offline. You know, it's a lot easier to focus and whatnot.
Yeah, I think when uh, I wasn't, I never really streamed until uh, I started doing stuff on Discord on Godot, and people would see like what I was doing, so that you could basically just like go to these rooms, kind of like this one, and you just be running your what you're doing, and folks would just come in and ask tons of questions as I was just working. But you know, you're not usually talking about what you're doing. Usually, it's like other people are doing the same thing, so it's more or less just people bullshitting with people as you're developing. But yet, you'd always end up getting like a ton of people coming in saying, "Hey, I need help with this," or "How do you do that?" and stuff like that.
Mm.
Um, and it started to dawn on me as I was working on it. There's a lot of a lot of things that I take for granted because I don't consider myself like exceptionally good at programming or game dev or anything. But I realized I was taking things for granted that people truly don't understand about like just programming in the more general terms, just the approaches that you have. And I'm like, okay, maybe it would be good because I kept telling people that the questions were always the same. People always get hung up on state machines and they would have bad practices for certain things. And I was just like, okay, maybe if I live streamed it, it would be easier for them, you know?
Yeah, you're crafting a pathway on
So yeah,
the.
I just did that and started recording everything like that, and I just point people to that instead of every single time they have the same questions.
No, that's good. Like, because you already like said something. You already like gave the walkthrough. Why reinvent the wheel?
Yeah. So I took the time. One of the big things that people in Godot, so Godot is really. Let me start Risk of Rain. I'm like heavily sleepy. I think I had a slice of pizza and like the carbs are knocking me out, but I'm trying to stay awake.
I guess the boss fights will keep you awake. Shadow War is so much fun, dude.
Yeah, I only brought that up because you sounded like as if you were getting full on the game. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's you just need because you can only play. For me, Shadow of War, I could only play it like I get the urge to play it, but then I think just about with any game, I could only ever play it for maybe like 3 days, 4 days before I need to just like stop and do other things.
I guess that's fair.
So I figured that's what was happening, but apparently I was wrong. Uh, so my bad. If I could have typed it faster, I would have said, "Hey, no, 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 keep playing."
No, you're good. I mean, I had like an hour of content.
I'm like drinking water, trying to dilute the carbs.
Does that actually work? Because I have the same
I don't
problem.
know. I'm trying. I don't want to get knocked out. This game is hard enough as is, you know.
I mean, we figured out a way to make the difficulty lesser, so there's
Right.
that.
Um. So you know when you're in extreme weather, the body tends to want to shut down anyway. Like if you're either in extreme cold or extreme heat, you kind of always end up needing to sleep. I think the human body is really like set up to work in like 70 degrees.
The room temperature, which is what it's defined as. Wait, I
Um,
thought I have a hard time sleeping when it's like super hot. Okay, I got your request. The heck's not. Hold on. I gotta go into Steam. Oh, what the heck? Okay, play game. Yes. There we go. I'm in.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think I was using the engineer before, and he was kicking butt. I'm going to try to do that again, this time without picking up the random stuff. This is actually the character that I wanted to unlock, but the character sucks, but, like, really bad. Like, because I really like mage characters, but this character is really bad.
So I'm actually playing on my desktop.
What's that mean? Is it going to be harder for you?
No, not really. I just don't like sitting at my desk, which is why, like, I don't know, laptops are better, I guess. I'm more of a laptop person. And by the
Mm,
way, like, people would actually defend buying a $3,000 Mac, which I don't,
yes, they will.
which, if, okay, so if you're gonna blow $3,000 on a computer, you might as well get a computer with a 5090. You know what I mean?
This is a argument as old as there has been the internet, even before there was the internet, dude. This Mac Bros are a thing. I dated this girl back like what, a few years ago now, and she swore by everything Mac. It's just like she was a Mac bro. It's just what it is.
Girl who's a Mac bro.
Oh man, it's like it was impossible to convince her that you can get better for less just by not getting the Apple on it. Nothing against Mac in particular, except for the fact that they've somehow managed to create a cult of around their brand.
I had a Mac at one point, but I never had the urge to defend it. I was a Mac user, but I wasn't a Mac bro. I was a dual user. I was a Mac and PC. Whichever, like, I recognize the strengths and weaknesses of both.
There's really what is this right button? I already forgot how to play this character.
I haven't played this in a while. You want me to be honest about one thing? And this is something that's been like, I didn't feel this way at first, but now I'm like, yeah. The Fantasy Stars Online 2,
Yeah,
the story didn't really pull me in.
that's fair.
So like if I can't get into a game story, I just can't get into a game. Like it's obviously a story game, you know what I mean? It's not like a
Well,
roguelike.
to be fair, Phantasy Star Online is not. So, all right, let's. Okay, so let me break it down this way. Phantasy Star, is a game more centered originally, on. So we're not going to go all the way back to Sega. The original Sega release for the first game, because it doesn't make sense to do that because the second game is what defined the rest of the games. Then the second game was PSO Episode 1 and 2 Plus. That game was not so much about the story, it just had a good story. It was about the multiplayer experience. So it's kind of like imagine if Mario Party had a story, right? Which it technically does, but it's kind of like that. The story was complementary, not the main point. So the point was to get on with your fellows and kill some monsters, loot some gear, and that's it. So it had offline multiplayer, up to 4 players for that. The story in episode 1 and 2 was told from mostly codexes and subquests. You'd meet NPCs, they'd talk to you about their different expeditions, what their missions were, you'd assist them, all this other stuff. That was all single player stuff. You never really did that on your with allies. Those were usually single player, but you could do them with allies if you chose to. Um, but that wasn't the point. Um, so there's that also. Okay, we just have to press it twice. Gotcha. Okay, so there's that also. Um, my thing is that uh, it started to lose its way at around Fantasy Star Universe, where Fantasy Star Universe it started to focus more on telling a story rather than on what the game was actually about, which was just loot, shoot, get, basically like Diablo, get cool gear and stuff like that, right? Like Diablo, everybody will say Diablo 2 and 1 had great stories, but everyone knew that it was just a multiplayer loot game with a good story, not a story that's being told through a multiplayer loot game.
Oh, okay. So essentially, the universe was. It sounds like it became a graphic novel. Because like
In
if it,
effect, yeah.
that's how ESO was described at one point, but I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I
So
guess
now,
like
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not really a fan of the graphic novel approach of video games either. Because at that point, I might as well just watch a TV show. Like, why even make it a game? Yeah.
Yeah, and the way that they set things up for PSO is not very good. So the way that they told the story in PSO episode 1 and 2, yeah, you would do the side quests, you'd bump into these NPCs, you'd have conversations with the NPCs, you'd go into like a specific area. The area would be someplace that you've been before for the most part. The maps were not really there was one or oh, you died.
Wait, you said that,
There,
wait, this is easy?
yeah, this is supposed to be the easiest one. You just like I just watched you face tank the boss basically.
Well, I thought I could take him, but apparently not. I know Nick is probably lurking in here being like, dude, what the heck?
I was just watching you face tank him, and as I was walking over towards you, then I saw the X pop up, and I was like, "Oh, you died." I don't know why he's so far away from the actual zone that the
That laser.
combat is happening.
Yeah, just avoid that laser.
I'm trying to get him to come over to this part because my turrets are over here.
Hmm.
There we go.
Man, my Sweet Baby video and my Oblivion video are doing pretty well.
I saw some stuff about what you were talking about. I didn't get to watch the whole thing because like I was freaking out cold, but it. I mean, it looks like you were talking about an Oblivion release. It's not that I'm not a fan of Oblivion. I've just never really got into it for the most part. I know a lot of people who love Oblivion to death though.
I mean, I played this as a kid, like like during the summer. Actually, it was during a summer,
Hmm.
and it was the only thing when I lived in my old hometown. Because I'm streaming, I'm not gonna say where, but man, it was like in the middle of nowhere, no access to a car, no shops, nothing, right? And I was in middle school, so obviously I couldn't drive. And Oblivion was there, so in order to like make most of the day, help pass the time, I played Oblivion. Man, can't be more grateful to a single game to keep me from going bored. Oblivion has a special place in my that and Assassin's Creed 2, but Oblivion was the one I spent the most time in. Best game ever. Oh no, you don't.
Glad you liked it. That's what games are supposed to be for, right? They're supposed to create those memories for you that you want to hang on to.
A timestamp. Wow, what the heck's dude? Why am I getting? I'm getting walloped.
I'll come back. Oh wow, what the heck,
It said
bro?
gang. It said gang of fire throwers.
Are
Whatever.
you still alive? Yes. Okay, good. Oh yeah, the fire throwers will wreck you. Like they will randomly spot, just show up and start wrecking. You remember they were killing you like crazy last time, also.
Well, they were killing you though.
Yeah, last time. This looks like it's your turn this time. Yeah. So if you stand inside of this, you'll pretty much be invincible if things go really bad.
How, what is this? Where did you find it?
No, it's just one of my skills.
Oh, it's like the Halo drop shield thing.
Yeah.
Got.
hmm The downside to this character is it's super incapable of movement, vertical movement. Horizontally, he moves pretty quick, but vertically, no bueno.
Hmm.
I'm going to try to stick around you because it looks like you have a whole bunch of numbers always popping up near you.
I'm frozen.
As soon as I show up, they all die, though. It's kind of annoying.
This thing. Yeah, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in Oblivion when it comes out.
Yeah, it sounds like you're super hyped about it.
Yeah, I definitely am. I made like a couple of shorts. I think I only made like one short. If what they say is true, if they're adding like Soulsborne, not Souls combat, but like the sword swings are more modernized. That's the only thing about it. Like, there's no like satisfaction when you slash an enemy with a sword. So if they
I
actually like,
saw. Oh, go ahead.
so if they make that, that'd be cool. You saw something?
Yeah, I saw this. I don't have it, but I saw someone playing Diablo 2 Remastered. And Blizzard, I have to say, they went way above and beyond with how they managed to. Because I thought it was just like the streamer was doing some type. Well, he wasn't a streamer. The video editing, and I was like, that's just oddly specific. How did you manage to cast the exact same spell with the enemies in the exact same place in the original Diablo? But I realized that they actually used, I guess. I mean, this is just when you have a brilliant shader artist. They actually applied a filter to Diablo 2 Remastered in order to get the visual effects of Diablo, and even then loaded the scene in parallel from Diablo, and the enemies and everything like that just redid their skins
Hmm.
using their filter. So you would see like the old Diablo 2 textures on the enemies and everything in like a moment, just like kind of nostalgia. Hey, this is what the scene used to look like in the original Diablo, and then then it would fade back into um, the regular Diablo remastered with the updated HD graphics for 2025, stuff like that. And I thought that was really cool that they did that.
Yeah, Blizzard. They have their moments, admittedly.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a detail that they didn't have to do. I think everybody would have been a-okay if it was just Diablo, but with Diablo 2, but like with better graphics. Which is effectively what it was, because they didn't, to my knowledge, change any gameplay. They're using the later version of Diablo 2 as a standard for it, which is perfectly fine, I guess. I remember I used to have, when I first finally, I would come back from school and play Diablo 2 like almost right away. And I was pissed when I logged on once. I didn't, because at that point I wasn't really hearing what was on the internet. It's still like some games I just don't see the need to have to be paying attention to everything going on the internet when I play it. But apparently, people were complaining about uh, the Oculus, right? And there was a big issue there also because a lot of this is back in the day when people, well, this people still do it today, but it was a normal thing for people to sell their in-game stuff for real-world money.
Mm.
Um, and so Blizzard, I guess they didn't like that idea. And I never understood it, right? Because think about this. Since the dawn of freaking time, game developers or game publishers have been against consumers having the ability to resell. It's like for some reason these guys they see they see any money made through their product as a negative if it didn't go into their pockets. So I buy your game, and then in your game I get X item. Let's say sort of OPness.
Sure.
And then I sell that sword. Uh, and then it's like Blizzard turns around and says, "Nope, we don't like the idea of that, and so we're going to destroy the possibility for a market for that."
Okay, so
And,
what they should, I mean, if I was in that position, I would like, okay, well, you can do it, but I want like 10% of the cut.
right, but that's the thing. It didn't make any sense because in the this is where it goes back down to now, right? You could make the same argument. Okay, for every single copy of Diablo that is sold, IBM needs to get a percentage of that cut also because you made it on an IBM computer.
Okay, that wouldn't make a lot of sense.
It does. None of it makes sense. So as things went on, I'm like, okay, there is a level where it becomes abusive, right? Because then people started doing it with hacked items, or you had gold sellers. Um, and it's like, okay, now we have actual terms violations that make sense, not like very abusive versions. I think because you can have. I mean, obviously, we know about abusive term violations like what Unity did um, 2 years ago or
That
a year
was
and a half
definitely,
ago.
yeah.
Um, but that's not new, right? And you still have like legitimate terms abuses. So things like actually going in and modifying the game data, that's very clearly not something that you should be doing. And then turning around and trying to sell the modified data, that's rough.
Could that could that kind of, yeah, I could see.
Right?
No.
And so now you have these items that look legitimate but were acquired by illegitimate means, right? Like you gave yourself a bajillion magic find to get to get uh to get items as you saw fit, things like that, as quickly as possible. Or you gave yourself incredible amounts of damage to be able to kill the hardest enemies as quickly as possible. So there's a lot of possible. Are you dead?
No.
Oh, okay,
No,
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 no.
no.
I thought I saw the plus come up again.
Trying to find the exit.
Yeah, I was looking around for it.
Where's the high ground?
Ignore that.
Ignore what?
Huh. I
Oh.
just threw a marker down accidentally.
Oh.
I was trying to see if there's like some scan that I've forgotten. I'm pretty sure this game has like a scanning or something like that, doesn't it?
I don't remember. If it did, I don't know what it would do. Oh wait, there's something over. I'm gonna go check out what's over there.
Okay.
Maybe the exit might be over there.
I'm just running around.
I mean, okay, so if you're an application developer or a game like if you like games are single software, right? If
Okay.
but software like if people are making money from your software, which isn't like an entire operating system, but if they're making money from your software, yeah, you should like have provisions to take 10% of the cut, like because games are like very small. They're like a single purpose application. You know what I mean?
So the thing is this. Does
Sure.
that item so I'm assuming that we're still talking about like the case where somebody finds a sword of respite and then wants to sell it on some third-party website, and they're gonna make a cut. They're gonna make a profit from that. Like you're talking about that scenario again.
I don't know. I guess it's a gray area. I mean,
Oh wow, hold on. Think I'm dead.
you're dead?
I gotta move. I gotta move. I gotta move. I
Here,
gotta move.
I found the exit.
Okay. I'm just running away. I'm not sure when. I was just running around. Suddenly I started taking damage from everywhere. Yep, they're still behind me.
I don't know the right answer, honestly, but
Well, I just don't. I mean, I guess I could probably be wrong, but I just don't think that as a developer, I have any right to your content that as a result of your time and labor in the game, like it's your luck, it's your time. All I did was make the game. So as far as my relationship with the game goes, that ended the moment that you purchased the game. It became your game. If I There we go. Okay. Where's the exit? I'm gonna
and
follow you.
oh yeah, this way. I'll draw them off.
I've got some good amount of HP again. As soon as I say that, something shot the freaking vase in front of me. Exploded on me.
I don't think my character has healing effects.
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay. Yeah, Nick would be giving sass if he was here.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Did you activate
I didn't activate anything.
the hard mode for the boss?
Did I?
You
I don't
see
think.
this little claw thing, the blue claw?
No.
It activates a challenge mode for the boss. And you have to you can activate it by
Oh,
triggering the
I
shrine
died.
with the blue on it.
I died. What the heck?
Um that's not good.
Bro, I'm not having any luck today.
Listen, man, I'm the one with food coma going on here. You cannot you can't slack on me. I'm
Food
at the boss. I'm
coma.
gonna activate him before this gets too reckless.
Do you think Helldivers was inspired by Risk of Rain?
I think it's a genre. That's all. It's just a genre. I'm not sure if one inspires the other or not, but I think the genre in itself. Gosh. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm gonna survive this. This guy is not that difficult either. It's just that I need a little bit more time to get more prepared. Come
Oh,
on.
I did
Am
not
I dead?
activate the blue thing. I swear.
That was annoying.
Okay,
I think I just kicked you out. Oh no, we're here.
now we're still here. Okay,
Okay.
what's the wait? Why is there difficulty? Like,
Okay. I think we're on normal difficulty.
were
So
we on?
this time I put it on baby mode.
Oh,
All right. You
okay.
ready?
Yeah. Oh, I gotta click ready. Baby mode.
Yeah.
I wish every game was like Shadow of War.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, like as far as like skill level goes. And I'm playing on
Uh,
hard difficulty in Shadow of War. Maybe it's just because like I just have more practice. I have like 130 hours in it, and I figured out
well,
how the game operates.
pretty much, yeah. You're just abusing the silliness of how they designed their AI. So, for example, when you run in, you can easily disengage with enemies, and it's really up to you to get completely careless and get yourself killed at that point. Because you can just walk far enough away from most enemies, and they will stop chasing you, and that's very powerful. Right? Like in Risk of Rain, we can't run away from enemies. We can try, but they're still going to be shooting us from behind and stuff like that. You know what I mean? In in Shadow of Mordor, all you got to do is just crouch and dash a few meters, and suddenly enemies are like, it must have been the wind.
They're so dumb.
So it's just, I don't know if it's dumb or not, it's just the way that they designed it.
What's Roman up to now? Haven't heard from him in a while.
What's that now?
What's Roman up to?
He's making his factory game.
Did
He
he
is
like?
making a factory game.
Did he indicate when he's gonna get back to streaming?
I don't think he has any intention to. I think he's going to be focusing entirely on game dev and then putting out devlogs.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah. I just think that it was really cool when he was around. They just always had something to do, especially in the early mornings. Because I think in the early morning is when I saw him deving, it was just easier for me to dev later. Because it was like my head was already ready to go at that point. Like I see him doing his coding stuff, and it's like I think I'm gonna dev. Yeah, yeah, okay, good. And I'm like, yeah, okay. His struggles are real, uh, and it's fine. That's the way I looked at it. And it just made deving a little bit easier, but I think it was just too much for him.
Mm, I don't know what this is.
It was just too much for him, I think. Because, I would watch him do his stuff, and then it would, like, ideas would come into my mind about, like, how you should approach stuff. And so by the time it was ready for me to do what I have to do now, my brain was already, like, ready for programming.
Oh, can I activate this?
What, the boss? Go for it.
Stone Titan.
Oh, that's bullshit, bro. Like,
Why?
it locked up
Wait,
it locked up the stuff.
activating the boss locks stuff up.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
What do you mean? We remember we pointed that out before. I just didn't realize it goes all the way across the entire map. I thought it was like in the area, but it locks up the entire map.
Okay, that thing has stopped. It's got to stop shooting lasers at me. Do you have Baldur's Gate
The
3?
way it shoots lasers doesn't even make sense. Like it's shooting it through its own body at me. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, as I was asking, do you have Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah.
Do you, but you said it was like 2 gigabytes, 200 gigabytes for multiplayer?
No, it's just, I think it's like 150 gigs altogether. It was like around 200. It was close to there. After you do like all of the stuff and updating, it's like close to 200. Chance of until to drop ammo. I don't need.
How does multiplayer in Baldur's Gate work? I've never actually seen any gameplay footage of it.
It works all right. From what I've seen, anyway. I've never done it myself, but it's just basically, it's still a turn-based game at the end of the day.
I might actually stream it. We'll see.
It's one of those. The reason why I said to you that it didn't really strike me as a game that you stream, is because to me the most fun I got out of the game was after modding it, and then you get to like you get like access to different level spells, and you can like create new types of classes and stuff like that using the mods. But to do that, everybody has to have the same mods. So to me, streaming that multiplayer is kind of rough. Unless you're just going to play the base, like the vanilla game. In which case, I'm not sure how that plays out multiplayer-wise. Like, who's the one who gets to make the decisions for the party and stuff like that?
Are there mods where where it's not turn-based?
No.
So I was gonna say maybe it could be like Diablo.
No. The game doesn't work like that at all. I don't think it would work like that at all.
Damn.
Diablo is kind of, you get a ton of different enemies, things like that. One sec. Don't go into the portal quite yet. We still have a ton of stuff. We have a ton of money, and we have a ton of stuff we can buy in the map. So do that before we proceed.
We're still in easy stage.
Mm-hmm. Yes, when you run out of money, then I guess that's when we'll go back, and I just want to make sure that we're okay with regards to power up and gears. Okay. I think that's. I can't reach the other. I see like one up top, but I can't reach that. Unless there's something that allows you to reach up there. Chance to knock back incoming. That's weird.
Wait, do we both get that? It's the teddy bear?
Oh, you got one? No, each one of us gets. Different. We don't share loot that way. I'm guessing we just got one each. All right, ready to go. I don't see anything else.
Alright. Heading there.
I mean, if you still want to keep looking, that's up to you. But I don't see anything else.
I mean, there's one more over here.
Yeah, so go for it, man.
No. It was a mirage. Nope. Yeah, you're right. There's nothing else here. Let's go to the next place.
I mean, there's one, but it's like all the way up top. I don't know how to reach that. Like on this character, I can't do that. Oh,
You know, there.
if you look all the way up top, there's like a spot up there. That little hook. Did I mark it? No. There, up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There.
If I stand perfectly still, I will heal. Which is actually, I think, the thing that Nick was saying that I should get for the turrets.
He said it multiple times. Nick knows his game, seemingly.
Yeah. Increase movement speed. Holy cow, that guy just died super fast.
They just plopped down.
How much damage am I doing to these golems?
Ooh.
Oh, it's not that much. Maybe it was like a critical hit or something.
Gasoline. Ah, look. I've been on track finding these exits.
All right, let's work towards getting out of here then. I'm gonna be over there in a second.
Cheat death, consumed on use. What does that do? I'm thinking about adding a power up to my game. The power up, like, if you die, all the points you accumulate, your score, it'll be used towards reviving you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think The Witcher 3 does that. There's a skill that
Dude, I'm invincible.
You're invincible.
I'm invincible. I can't die. Look at me. Look at what's happening. I don't even care about this guy anymore. Yeah, zap me as much as you like. Just if you stand right next to me, you can't die either.
That's an
Like, you see how it's all overlapping? These are 3 different sources of healing.
That's an exploit. Nick was right. You're OP.
This class is OP. There's a guitar over here. Well, I think
Nick.
it's for chain lightning, I think.
It's a good thing I'm streaming this because I'll send him a clip.
All right, you know what? I should have taken that guitar then. If
Oh,
you're gonna snitch like that.
wait, how do I get rid of it?
No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I'll give it to you.
No, no, I don't want it. I already have one.
There's
I
something
think
over
you
here.
only really need one.
There's.
There we go. Let's go.
Yeah. So, what do you think about it? What do you think about my power up?
So repeat it.
So,
What were you trying to
okay.
exactly do?
So when you die, you know how you have a score, right? On the top left corner of the screen, you have the
Right.
score and the streak. So when you die, your score is going to decrease, and it's going to revive you, restoring your health by that score. So if you have like 100 and your health is 100, your score goes to 0 because your HP, your total HP is 100. Say your score's 1,000, it'll go to 900. So it's essentially like a
So
reserve.
basically, it costs you 100 score to revive.
Yeah. The Witcher 3 does this. It's a skill.
So, but my question is, how is that a power up?
Well, it can only be used once.
I understand, but that's not. So, like a power up, that's
That's not really a power up, is it?
So like when I think of power up, I think of something that actually, has some type of it's a mechanic that the player is going to use in some way, or it enhances a current mechanic that the player does use.
Such as, like.
So, for example, if you just punch stuff and then you pick up an item and then that item then lets you punch stuff harder, that's a power up. Or if you punch stuff and then you pick up an item that lets you add a second punch or a second hit or whatever, or something like that, to that punch, that's another type of power up. Or makes you move faster or punch faster or something like that. Basically, it enhances some feature. But so the way that I would look at that and say, okay, so what you're talking about is a power up. I understand it's like a limited revive. That's a kind of power up. It is technically kind of
Actually,
power up,
wait.
but
I'm,
you're missing the
I'm
you're
overcomplicating.
missing
A free
you're
revive.
missing the part. Hold on. You're missing the part about it where the player has to collect it. So my question is the player actually collecting that power up to be able to revive like that?
Yeah, it would be a collectible.
Okay,
A
so yeah,
little
then that's
orb.
fine.
Yeah, so that's definitely a.
I thought
Actually,
you're like saying this is just the base thing to do. But yeah, if it's like
no.
something that they have to collect and it's an item that lets them revive. PSO2 has something like that. Like you walk into the map and there's a random chance of 4 different things and you can select one of the 4, and one of the random stuff that you can get is uh the ability to revive or prevent you from being incapacitated. So like that hit that would have killed you instead leaves you with 1 hit point, and a moment of invincibility, and it recharges like every minute or something like that. That you can do that.
So yeah, I mean, I guess to refine my idea, why deduct from a score? I think I'm just gonna like do like a free power up. So essentially, when you get it, it gives the player a second chance if they die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds cool.
God knows I would need a second chance in the survival levels. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it doesn't really hamper the game in any way. If anything, it can just make the player kind of get excited about getting that kind of power up, because it's like kind of like just security. Like when I get a similar type of power up, I basically am guaranteed that I'm going to, yeah, this is good. I'm guaranteed that I'm going to be able to survive and stuff. So that's an awesome thing.
Also, it's gonna make the sound effect for whatchamacallit. You know that sound effect in Game of Thrones King's Road? That when you drink potions, the
Right.
one you always kept pointing out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it that sound effect. No.
That's a very annoying sound effect. I don't know why you like it, but sure.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, okay. I think it's a hell of a. I think they really need to redo that sound effect for sure.
They released a video today saying they heard all the player feedback. One thing they didn't address though is um the balancing for some of the bosses, and the comment section was flooded with that. Like, where's the balancing? Where's the balancing? Even I added my
Yeah, they're
own
not going to touch that. They can't touch it until they're ready to release new content. They're not going to be so probably like if they do season 2 or whatever, however they're handling that. So once that comes out, that's when they're going to say, "Oh, we rebalance these bosses." And they're going to throw out a new character for you to play as, or maybe they might not even touch it because when I see you play, I've only ever seen you play using that one character, and I didn't even know there were other characters in the game until because you fly past the character selection screen like super fast. So I was like, does this game have multiple characters? And turns out that it does. So my guess is that, and then when you brought it up also, you said, yeah, they want you to it appears that they want you to come on, that's bullshit. That sucks. It appears they want you to use the other characters to get through certain bosses, I guess. That might be what it is.
No, I'm sticking with my knight. The reason I picked knight because I wanted to recreate Sir Duncan the Tall from Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Mm-hmm. Not knocking
Um,
it.
like I wanted a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms game, but instead I ended up getting King's Road. It's better than nothing, for sure, but uh,
Yeah, I just need to stand right here and I cannot die. This is hilarious. Like
where is the exit?
something would have to like zap me super hard. And they all died out. I really wish this game had something that marked the exit like somehow, some way. Because it is painful looking for one.
That'd be cheating, in a sense. Energy drink, nice. I wish energy drinks would last forever in real life. The effects would be permanent. Nope. Ah, here it is.
I think I saw you somewhere. Yeah, you're deep. Okay, I'm coming over there. Uh, you are. I hate the way that this character cannot. The mobility.
I
Oh,
got
okay.
4 viewers now.
What was that?
I got like 4 viewers now. Well, 3.
Hey, weren't you the one who said I don't watch viewers?
I mean, not when I'm on race stream. But they're
Okay, That is like the worst power up. The torch, the torch drone. It costs so much money, but does so little.
Man, I'm exhausted.
Am I close to you yet? Yeah, we're getting there. Okay, yeah, we are. Where's the exit? I don't even see it. I don't even see it. Where is it?
Uh,
I think. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay.
it was like, yeah, I just marked it.
Okay.
Clade Dune Strider. I'll stay in your protective circle.
Yeah, just stand right next to me and shoot him. Like you get healed so fast, it's ridiculous.
Okay, I don't know who's messaging me on Discord, but I don't look at my Discord when I stream, so just join the chat, because I can barely hear what you're saying, so everything you're saying is going into a black hole, and I'm probably not going to see it by the time. So, I don't know. I don't know why people do that, it's so annoying. Like, it's like I don't have multiple screens to look at.
If this was supposed to be challenging, it failed.
Yeah. This is hard. It's supposed to be hard. Yeah.
Yeah, the engineer is freaking OP as heck with this power up. It's crazy.
Oh, okay, that's something else. Never mind.
What was that?
The Discord notifications were something else.
Oh, okay.
Everything perfection.
What was that?
Oh, I got a I got an achievement, Steam achievement.
Ah, cool beans.
Bro, I can't even see it. Look, everything is red, like Blood Moon. This level looks familiar.
Yeah, we've been here before. We fought the giant, there we go. You guys, they're hitting me. This is like that group that would have wrecked me down to like 1 HP, but now I'm just like healing through all of their attacks, and it's hilarious. Like, they stopped being a legitimate threat at this point. I guess maybe every single character might have like some combination that just makes them OP, is what I'm thinking. Or maybe it's just the engineer, I don't know. Right now, we can tell you this. The fact that the turrets get to carry my bonuses from items is crazy. Like, that was done with intention. Oh,
Oh man.
oh, there's a radar scanner? What does this do? Okay, so yeah, I can detect stuff now. So there's an item that actually lets you do that. but they disappear after a while. Ah. Oh, I found the exit. Oh, freak my arm. Okay.
I can see everything.
Yeah, I can see everything.
How did that just happen?
It's an active. It's one of those active items. Yeah, I don't think we can die anymore. I think it would take a huge chunk of damage to knock us out of the game. Yep, found the exit.
Oh, no. Uh, After this, I'm kind of getting tired.
Oh shoot! What the heck?
Huh?
Yeah, sure. Well, hold on. We're gonna at least beat this run, right?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
how many more levels are there?
I don't know. Probably like this is. It's usually like what, like 5 of them. So we're on like the 4th one, I think. So maybe like the next one is the last one.
Yeah, we'll see. Alright, ready?
1 sec. I was trying to save up for that, and we got it. Detonate enemies on kill. That's pretty cool. Okay, setting up my stuff. Okay, we're ready.
Alright. Here he is.
Imp board. Oh shoot, I can create more healing nodes for myself. Like when I drop mines, even the mines create healing zones. That's crazy. So basically, I'm a healer. Is he dead? Oh, yeah, he is. So I think what I should be building on this character are the AoE stuff, but the stuff that creates zones around areas. Because I think each one of my stuff that I spawn will create zones. So if I like each time that I put like a mine down, it will start creating zones. I think. Is it doing that? I thought it was. Maybe not. Okay, we're ready to go.
Let's go.
Is this the end? No.
Uh,
I think this is definitely the last one before the where it starts going like ha 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 ha.
you mean insane?
Let's see. Just need to look for the exit. Oh, I don't need to look because I have this. Where are you?
Oh, the lag.
Found it.
Why is it lagging?
I think it's because my thing was tracking the entire area and picking stuff up.
They clearly haven't optimized that.
Probably. But it's over here, so you can follow me if you want to go straight to it.
I see you. Ah! Oh. Oh.
I lost track of
Lag.
it.
Lag. Oh, it's right there.
There, there it is. Oh, you see it also
Yeah,
when I do
just
that?
lag. Yeah, it lags insanely, but...
Okay, there you go.
Activate?
You ready?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oof.
Oh, son of a gun, trying to knock me away.
Ah, here we are.
Ow. Ow. There we go. Where's the enemy?
Ah, I died. I
No,
didn't
you
die.
didn't.
I thought it did. I couldn't stop shooting. Or...
I don't even see the enemy. Oh, that's him. Okay, we got you. Where am I going? Okay, there we go. You're low on health. Better.
Oh,
I'm
thanks.
coming back.
I don't know if you healed me, but... Whoever did,
I
thanks.
think my bot is running around healing. Or it might be your bot. There we go.
No! Yeah.
Where the heck?
Did we win?
I think so.
Ah! Oh man.
You can just stand next to my healing droid things. But these guys are hell of annoying. There we go. The big guys, they just teleport over to you and suddenly smash.
A Minecraft. I made a Minecraft post. And of course, Nick would comment on it.
A Minecraft post?
Yeah, like, about the chicken jockey thing. There was a chicken, something with chickens, right? And, uh,
Are we done? Is it done? Oh, it is. Did you die?
yeah,
Oh, you died.
I died. Man, I'm getting kind of tired.
I didn't even notice that you died. You should have said something. I would have already. I'm like here waiting for you to press the teleport. I had no idea because I looked up and then I saw you had like full health, and then I guess at like some point you must have gotten nuked.
Hey, can I call it a night?
Really? At the last? Jeez! Come on, brother.
This is like,
Like this
this
is
is,
blue balling for sure. Come on, let's finish this.
yeah.
Like I get it, but at the same time, it's like we're at the end. I want to at least beat easy mode once. We haven't. We've been here like 5 times and never beat it. I mean, if you really want to call it quits, though, it's fine.
I mean, I can barely focus. My med's worn off. I took allergy
All right, so let's call
medication.
it then.
Yeah, like I'm about to pass out, literally. Yeah, we'll do it.
That sucks. All right, man.
Yeah,
Another time then.
yeah, we'll do it another time for sure. But
All right, take it easy.
you too.